Welcome back. Today we're going to make a nice comfort food. It's a soup and it has no cream in it, but it looks creamy because of the cannellini beans that we're going to put into it. So today we're going to make a wonderful comfort food. It's a creamy soup with no cream, so it's healthy. And what makes it creamy is the white cannellini bean, which is nothing but a white kidney bean. We're going to have onion in it, and I prefer sweet onions. That's what my mother taught me growing up a lot, was we sauteed and cook a lot with sweet onions. But you can use a yellow onion. I wouldn't use a purple onion or red. Those are usually good in a salad or raw. And kale and Italian sausage, a little bit of tablespoon of butter, and some chicken broth. And I'm going to go ahead. I got some water boiling. I'm going to steam the kale's really tough leaves. So I'm going to actually steam them a little bit. Let me go ahead and cut them because it's almost ready to put in the steamer, my pot to steam. And I'm going to cut them up. Put them in my strainer. You don't want them to get in the water. In case this is your first time watching, we like to make Italian food. We cook with a lot of Italian sausage. And my name is Overton. But today, like I said, we're going to make this soup with kale in it. And we're steaming the kale just to soften the leaves up a little bit. Though they're okay crunchy. I like kale. Some people don't like it. It's good. It's a little bitter than spinach. Spinach is sweet, but I like kale. I eat it in my salads. Then we're going to take an onion and we're going to slice it up. It's just 1/4 of an onion. This recipe don't call for a lot of onion. My husband laughs at me the way I cut, but I get the job done. We went to a class on cooking with my sister and my brother-in-law, and they showed us the proper way of cutting, but I always fall back to the whole way. It's fast and easy for me. Alright, so now we're going to turn our pot on. I always spray it just a little bit so nothing burns at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and put my butter and my onions and my Italian sausage. We're going to kind of brown it. After I get the sausage going, I love onion. After I get the sausage starting to brown, I'm going to take 2 cans, about 15 ounces, so it's 30 ounces altogether, of cannellini beans, and put them in here and saute them a little bit. I'm not a big fan of cannellini beans, but I love them this way. My mother grew up, she cooked red kidney beans mostly, and pinto beans and things like that. But she didn't make this soup very often. It's something that I found when I was trying to cook healthier. and it's fixing to be fall weather, you kind of want those warm comfort foods. Alright, now my Italian sausage is starting to break up and brown. So I'm going to go ahead and get my beans out of the can, and I'm rinsing them. And just pour them in here and saute them. Oh, it smells delicious. And I got my kale steaming. See, it's getting soft already. Okay, now we're going to get 2 more cans, about 30 ounces altogether, about 15-ounce cans of beans, and we're going to rinse these too. That looked like a red kidney bean that got stuck in there. Alright. Okay. I'm going to go over here and get my blender. Put the beans in here. This is what's going to make the soup creamy instead of using like heavy cream or half and half, something like that. Okay. We're going to put 1 cup in here, and with our beans on the stove, 1 cup of chicken broth. And then we're going to use 2 cups of chicken broth in our blender. It's nice. My sister, she tries to keep fresh chicken broth in the freezer, and I do too. Like when you boil a chicken, you save the broth, but I use so much that I'm always having to go to the store and buy some chicken broth anyway, which is fine for this soup. Now you put the lid on. And this blender by Hamilton Beach has a low and a high. And since these beans are really soft, I'm just going to use the low speed. And I'm going to blend. It doesn't take long because the beans, like I said, are in a can and they're really soft anyway. So, and that looks pretty much done. So it didn't take a minute. And that's all. It's really easy. Now we're just going to put it all together. So here we got a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to turn our kale off that's been steaming. And my pot with a little water on the bottom boiling. And in my strainer. And that way it doesn't lose any flavor. And its color still looks good. I'm going to dump that in there. And then the secret to making my soup creamy. My pureed cannellini beans with chicken broth. It smells delicious, and it will be delicious. So you just let this boil for about 15 minutes. Pull the thyme sprig out, that little thing. You can pour it out, pull it out, and it'll be done. Ready to eat with maybe some rice, or you can just eat it like that with some cornbread or garlic bread, whatever you want. So it's been about 20-30 minutes. We're going to turn the soup off and give it a good stir. It smells delicious. Pull the thyme out. It looks delicious. Now you don't like kale? Put spinach in here. Isn't that beautiful? You can serve it with a little white wine, something light. So we got a spoonful of some cannellini beans, Italian sausage and kale. Get some more juice. It's hot. Oh. That is a wonderful comfort food. I love this. Is my favorite soup for fall time or even winter time when it's snowing. So thank you for joining us here at Healthy Italian Cooking with Mary in Overton. Please come back.